Good morning, and parents and guests online and everyone here in the Lakeview Pit, welcome to our first ever Lakeview online end-of-year awards assembly. We have never done this before, so parents, if you're watching, if anything doesn't go right, just know this is kind of like a rough draft, and we're going through it together for the first time, but we hope you enjoy seeing your students honored for their successes this year. One of our very favorite things to do every year is to take a moment and look back and think about all the things that we've accomplished. Me in my personal time, I like to climb mountains. And so one of my favorite things to do is when you climb a mountain, when you're up at the top, you look back at the whole trail. And that's kind of what we're doing today. And you can feel real good about the journey you've taken, the obstacles you've overcome, and all that you've done to accomplish what you've accomplished. We're going to celebrate outstanding achievement today. We're going to celebrate student growth and improvement, and just overcoming the many obstacles that we had to face in this school year. So we're going to get right to it, and we're thrilled. This is Mrs. Clingerman and Mrs. Dixon's fourth grade classes. They've had a great first year at Lakeview Intermediate, and so these two amazing teachers are going to be presenting a series of awards, and myself, Mrs. Frame, our assistant principal, and Mrs. Mann, our fourth grade counselor, will be introducing each award so you know what the award is for, and then the teachers will be presenting each of those awards for their classes. So our first awards today are our subject awards, and so these are students that the teachers have chosen that have shown outstanding achievements in math, science, ELA or English, and social studies. So to start us off, Mrs. Clingerman will present her awards for outstanding students in math and science. Mrs. Clingerman?
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to say how proud I am of all of these students. They have worked so hard in math and science, and they were diligent to come while we were teaching on Zoom. They have been persistent in working while we're here at school, and I'm extremely proud of all of them and the growth that they've had this year. So it is my pleasure to award for outstanding performance in math, Ashley Brown. And Eva Butcher. And for science, in my class, Jake Dixon. And for Mrs. Dixon's class, Addison Crawford. And now I would like to introduce my awesome teaching partner, Mrs. Dixon.
Good morning. I would also like to say how proud I am of each and every one of these students. It is extremely hard to come to class during the pandemic, and especially when we were in CLP. These students just showed resilience every day, coming to class in school and to class on the computer, and it was just, I'm so proud of each and every one of them. So I have some awards to give for their outstanding performance in reading and social studies. So for reading, I would like to award Bailey Johnson. And Cambry Moy. And for social studies, Samuel Burnett. And in my homeroom, Cyrus Thomason. And now Mrs. Frame is going to introduce our next award.
At Lakeview, celebrating student growth and student improvement is very important to us. These next awards celebrate the most growth for iStation's math and iStation's ELA, and then also the students with the most improvement. And students with the most improvement is not necessarily with academics. It can be with behavior, Miller 5, just any sort of growth that they have shown throughout the year. So Ms. Clingerman is going to announce hers first. Oh, I'm so excited about this. For the student with the most growth in math iStations in my class, Luke Purdom. And for Miss Dixon's class, Morgan Stump. And for the student that has shown the most improvement in student performance from my class, Jackson Waddle. And now Mrs. Dixon will present her awards for those items.
All right, I'm very excited to award these today to Alex Roberts for his work in the community. And Peter Thomas. My student I chose for overall improvement for student performance is one that's performance and overall in the classroom would be JC Hester. And now Mr. Hine is going to come up and present our next award.
All right. Next, this one's one of my favorites. We have what we call a Miller 5 Award. So we have 5 character traits that are so important to us that are written on this certificate that we expect our students and teachers. We tell our students that adults use these 5 traits all the time to be successful as well. And so, you know, our traits of being ready, respectful, responsible, resilient, and relational are on this certificate. And so our teachers, and it's tough, I'm sure it's a tough decision for them because I know there are many students who work very hard to show these Miller 5 every day. We always say we strive for the Miller 5, and that's what these students do. And so this next award is our recognition of students who have shown outstanding citizenship by earning the Miller 5 Award. And then after that, I have one more award they're going to be presenting. They also have an award for the CLP Award because we had students who, it was very difficult, as Ms. Dixon so well said earlier, to learn from home and school and back and forth. What a tough year this was. And learning from home with all the distractions of maybe a little brother, a little sister, or a dog on the bed, or the computer's not working right, and being helpful to our teachers, always being there and participating well was a great part of being an outstanding student in CLP, our continuous learning plan. And so we're also going to recognize the outstanding CLP students from each class as well. So to do CLP and then the Miller 5 Award, Mrs. Clingerman.
Oh, I'm so excited about these. So for the CLP Award from my class, Aaliyah Blanco. also Cambry Moy. And also Cohen Croft. And then my Miller 5 award goes to Luke Purdon. Along with Evelyn Lee. Awesome. Mrs. Dixon, you have some amazing winners too, I know. Come up and share.
All right, my awards for students who are just outstanding in CLP this year be Sophie Worrell. Kendall Matheny. And Beckham Wheeler. And my two students who exhibit the Miller 5 every day when they come to school, and they work so hard, Luke Snyder. And Addison Crump. And now we have Mrs. Mann, who's going to introduce our next and last award. Well, kiddos, I want to say it's been so fun to watch you guys celebrate each other. Parents, you can't see this at home, but every time somebody was given an award, these kids were excited for that person. That makes my heart happy, because we celebrate successes of others, right? And you guys have done a great job with that. But you know what? Now I'm going to celebrate successes with you. Every single one of you has done something this year that's never been done before. You have survived a year with classes at home, classes on Zoom, classes at school, back and forth, right? Are we having a snow day? Are we having a snow day on Zoom? Are we doing work? I don't know. You know what? You guys have done it. You know what that means? You have been resilient all year long. And that's one of our Miller 5 traits, right? So you have risen to the top and you have strived for the Miller 5 in that aspect. And we are so proud of you. So proud of you. I don't think you understand what you have done this year. You guys have just gone with the flow. And guess what? You've learned so many things this year. You learned Schoology. You learned how to use your Chromebook, how to troubleshoot with your Chromebook. You learned Zoom. How many of you have been on Zoom before this year? Not very many of you, okay? You become experts in all of those things. So when you think back on this year, don't think about how hard it was. Think about all the amazing things you learned to do. I tell my kids to learn something new every single day. And you learn so many things, despite, including math and science and English and social studies. You learn so many other things. You learned how to be flexible and how to, you know, when you got frustrated, you learned how to kind of chill out a little bit and start again, right? Okay, so when you got knocked down, you got back up again, all right? And I'm so proud of you for all of that. So you all will be getting an award for being resilient and surviving your 4th grade year in a global pandemic at Lakeview Intermediate. And we are so very proud of you. So give yourselves a hand for that.
As I've said before, I am so incredibly pleased and proud of how these students have worked through all of the struggles, and we have become stronger together. And I'm thrilled to award these awards to all of my students. Aaliyah Blanco. Anthony Borke. Ashley Brown. Sammy Burnett. Langston Chenard. Octavio Colis Gutierrez, which is not here, he's not here, but he needs a hand. Joseph Dobby. Jake Jensen. Parker Eskew. Hayden Harrington. Owen Croft. Evelyn Lee. Andreas Martinez Escobar, but he needs a hand. Aubrey Matthews. Brandon Morris. Henry Boyd. Alexi Rodriguez. Devin Schrader. Jake Shaw. Peter Thomas. Mercy Bernard. Jackson Waddle. Billy Watson. All right, I am so excited and thrilled for what you have done this year. And here is Mrs. Dixon with her awesome class.
All right, let's go ahead and get started with the first award. Our first award goes to Mia Rascon. She's not here, but she deserves it. Eva Butcher. Gavin Carter. Seth Darcy. Benjamin Harrington. JC Hester. Joseph Hobbs. Bailey Johnson. Addison Croft. Brittany Martinez. Isaac Martinez Plata. Michael McAllister. Kendall Massini. Sarah Morton. Ronaldo Reynoso. Alexander Roberts. Noah Skinner. Luke Snyder. Morgan Stump. Cyrus Thomason. Beckham Wheeler. And Sophie Worrell. I just want to say one more time how proud we are and how hard our students worked during CLP and during this pandemic. That award went to everyone, and it was very much deserved or deserving of everyone in our fourth grade group today. Mr. Hine is coming up to wrap our awards assembly up. Oh, thank you.
Parents, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. If you're watching live or maybe watching this recorded, thank you for your support this year. We know it hasn't been an easy year on parents. Many of you were behind the scenes helping your students get logged in, making sure they were following the online schedule, helping them with their assignments. Parents went way, way, way above and beyond this year. And so our staff and our students also salute you. How about a hand for our parents? Make sure they can hear you. And not only have our students done things never ever achieved before, our teachers have reached incredibly new levels of creativity and innovation in delivering instruction from home and from school. And as their principal, I am tremendously proud of the successes of the educators on our team. All they've had to learn this past year to deliver instruction in a new way and make sure that we could keep on learning, rain, snow, ice, shine, COVID, whatever. Learning continued at Lakeview thanks to these amazing teachers. How about a hand for your teachers? I'd like to thank Mrs. Clingerman, Mrs. Dixon, Mrs. Frame, and Mrs. Mann. Mrs. Frame especially put forth an exceptional amount of effort getting our awards ready today. How about a hand for Mrs. Frame? But thank you, ladies, for making this special. So, parents, thank you for joining us. One last thing I'd like to say, students, as your principal, I believe I have the authority to declare that in about 54 hours, you are Lakeview's newest 5th graders. A big cheer. Parents, thank you for joining us. Have a great day.